Hi everyone, welcome to the third video in this series of how we can use the breath to balance our nervous system. So today we're going to be introducing a new technique called coherent breathing. Some people may know it as resonant breathing. But first of all, I want to make sure you're comfortable. So in the first video, I spoke about being seated. I actually lay down, but if you are staying seated, remember you can be in a chair. You can be stood up. You can be lay down. In the first video, I used a yoga block underneath my head. You could use a cushion. You can use whatever you need. The main thing is that your spine feels nice and long and spacious with its natural curves, and that you are comfortable, that you're not tensing the body to hold yourself in a position, because that's going to restrict the breath. And it took me a very long time to be able to sit like this. And even after a certain amount of time, I start to tense up as well. So I just want you to be as comfortable as possible. So the first video, we looked at the 3-part yogic breath: abdomen, rib cage, collarbones. So we're going to work through that again today as a reminder, because it's really good to get the whole of the torso moving with the breath. The inhale, the expansion, and the exhale, the release. So we're going to review that again. The second video, I introduced something called ujjayi, or ocean breath, which was that subtle narrowing of the top of the throat that lengthens the breath, and it also gently activates that vagus nerve to increase parasympathetic rest and repair activity of the nervous system. We also completed or practiced the elongated exhale. So, as a reminder, the elongated exhale, our exhale breaths, promote again the parasympathetic nervous system becoming more dominant. Our inhales stimulate the sympathetic nervous system, the fight and flight. So imagine if you're exercising, it's all inhales, there's not a lot of exhales happening. So we are going to actually bring in that elongated exhale again to bring up the parasympathetic part of the nervous system. At the end of the second video, I said that if I'd left you doing the elongated exhale with ujjayi, the parasympathetic nervous system would become so dominant that we'd fall to sleep. So yes, if it's nighttime and you're struggling sleeping, video 2, elongated exhale with ujjayi all the way. But what if we have the rest of our day? What if we're working? What if we're in a stressful, challenging situation? How can we maintain this balance? Well, very simply, we work with coherent breathing. So we will do the 3-part yogic breath, the ujjayi, ocean breathing with the elongated exhale, and then we're moving into our coherent breathing. Coherent breathing is that the length of the inhale is the same length as the exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And that is very simply what we're going to do. Now, there is a magic number with coherent breathing, and that number is 6 seconds. However, not everybody is able to get to 6 seconds straight away, inhaling continuously, effortlessly for 6 seconds, and then exhaling continuously and effortlessly for 6 seconds. So we're going to start at a count of about 4, and then we're going to build up to 5, and then build up to 6. Now, if, for example, you get to 5 and you're like, yeah, this is where I'm good, I couldn't go any further. When I then start counting up to 6 seconds, you count in your head. And then over time, you'll find you'll be able to get to that 6 seconds. What we don't want, like I said in the second video, is that the exhale breath means we gasp the inhale in or we gasp the exhale out. We want it to flow. We want to have that gentle activation between the fight and flight and the rest and repair. Okay, guys, so what I'd like you to do is find yourself in that comfortable position, seated or lying down. Quick reminder, the hand positions, you don't have to use the hand positions if you feel you're comfortable with the 3-part breath, but as a reminder, fingers, index fingers towards the pubic bone, thumbs towards the navel, let the elbows relax down. We don't have to be like a sergeant major. The second position, the thumbs and the fingers round where the bra strap would be, on the rib cage. And the third position, the fingers along the top of the chest, the collarbones. Again, you do not have to use this position. when I actually practice, I just have my hands on my tummy. That's because it's a reminder to keep the abdomen moving, but you choose. I am going to direct, but if you want to keep the hands just down by the side of the body or on the abdomen, for example, it's your choice. So when you're ready, find a position. Feel free to close your eyes or just have a soft gaze at one point. So in this position, just begin to notice the breath moving in and out of the nose. So if it's not possible to breathe in and out of the nose because of congestion, then yes, breathe through the mouth, but it's a small gap between the lips to replicate the space that we have in the nostrils. So just take a few breaths on your own, just to notice how you're breathing at this moment, noticing how your body feels. And maybe noticing the quality of those thoughts that are moving in and out. They'll always be there. It's just over time we aspire to change their level of distraction, you could say. So feel free to keep your hands resting where they are or bring the hands to the abdomen. So let's do that 3-part breath. As you inhale, let the belly expand like a balloon. As you exhale, allow the belly, the abdomen to draw in. So the inhale breath, the abdomen expands like a balloon. And on the exhale, the abdomen draws in. So just spend the next 10 or so breaths with your attention with the breath moving in the abdomen. The inhales, the abdomen expands. On the exhale, the abdomen draws in. It's like you're allowing the belly to move. You're not forcing it. It's an invitation so that it becomes effortless to move with the breath. You're more than welcome to keep your hands here or bring your hands into the second position. The thumbs around the side of the rib cage. So as you inhale now, the abdomen and the rib cage expand front, back and sides. And as you exhale, the rib cage and the abdomen gently release. So the inhales, the abdomen and the rib cage expand. And as you exhale, they gently release. So again, taking about 10 or so breaths. You don't need to count. Some people may do 8 breaths. Some people may do 12 breaths, for example. Just keep focusing your awareness on the abdomen and the rib cage. The inhale, the expansion. And the exhale, the release. A few more breaths. Inhale, abdomen, rib cage expand. Exhale and they release. It's an invitation now to take your fingertips up towards the collarbones. You don't have to. But now for the third area for our attention to move into. So as we inhale, abdomen, rib cage, collarbones lift and broaden. And on the exhale, the collarbones, the rib cage, the abdomen gently release. Inhaling, abdomen, rib cage, collarbones. Exhale, everything just releases. Again, about 10 or so breaths. So you can feel this full yogic breath. As you inhale, that full expansion front, back and sides. On the exhale, that full release. Everybody just taking one more full yogic breath. The abdomen, rib cage and collarbones. Exhaling as you release. So if you have the hands on the body, just let the hands rest down. If you have a particular position of the hands, for example, on the abdomen, feel free to keep your both hands or even just one hand there if that helps you. So we're moving into what we did in the second video, that ujjayi, that ocean breath, with our elongated exhale. So you may find that you want to ever so slightly drop your chin. And it's that sensation as if you are steaming up a mirror. So as you inhale and exhale through the nose, you feel that gentle rasping in the top of the throat. Just take a few rounds on your own. So some of you may find you do the ujjayi, the ocean breath, on the inhale and the exhale. If the inhale is a bit too stimulating, just focus on the exhale. So it's that gentle narrowing in the top of the throat, creating that gentle ocean-like sound. It's very subtle. So from here, let's invite that elongated exhale. We're all probably breathing at different rates now. So we'll unify our breath, and then I'll guide us through with a count. So everybody inhale and exhale. So let's take an inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhaling, 2, 3. Exhaling, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhaling, 2, 3. Exhaling, 2, 3, 4, 5. So carry on your own. Maybe you can elongate the exhale even more. But remember, we don't want to create a gasp on the inhale. It's just this flow moving in and out. So again, about 10 or so more breaths with that elongated exhale. Still maintaining that expansion of the abdomen on the inhale. And the abdomen drawing in on your elongated exhale. Everybody doing one more. So we're moving into our coherent breathing now. So just take a few moments to see if you can find an inhale of 4 seconds and an exhale of 4 seconds. Let's just see how that goes. Just want you to do that on your own for about the next 10 seconds, 12 seconds, just so you can get that rhythm. I am going to ask you to unify the breath with me, but I just want you to get that feeling of an equal length of inhale to an equal length of exhale. So we'll start at 4 seconds. I'll build up to 5 and then to 6. So let's unify the breath, inhaling and exhaling. So breathing in, 2, 3, 4. Breathing out, 2, 3, 4. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4. Breathing out, 2, 3, 4. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing in, breathing out. 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 So I just want you to carry on for the next minute or so with your own count. So if you found that 6 seconds was too strenuous, hopefully you will have taken it down yourself. But remember, an equal inhale, equal exhale that flow into each other. In your own time, you can begin. Allow yourself to come back to your natural breath. You no longer have to count. And just take a few moments, keeping the eyes closed if they're closed. If the eyes are open, a soft gaze at one point. And just come back to your physical body. How does the physical body feel after doing that practice? Maybe noticing sensations of softness, lightness. Maybe noticing how the breath has changed. Maybe the quality of the breath, the length of the breath, the depth of the breath. And maybe noticing the quality of the thoughts or their potency, their frequency. They'll still be there, but maybe they're not as distracting. Maybe the theme of them have changed. So I invite everybody to take a deep breath into the nose. A deep breath out to the mouth. Deep breath into the nose. Deep breath out to the mouth. So if you have the eyes closed, gently flutter the eyelids open. Okay, guys, so that was a little bit longer than the other videos because I wanted you to experience that coherent breathing. There are many amazing soundtracks that you can get off the internet if you research coherent breathing, that there is a gong that signifies your inhale, and the gong signifies your exhale. But you can do this on your own. You could mentally count, but what we'd like to do is get that mental activity out, and the gong just signifies you. But you had an opportunity to practice the coherent breathing then. So the abdominal breathing, especially as part of that 3-part yogic breath, the ujjayi, the elongated exhale, and that coherent breathing. So here's a scenario for you. You're in a very stressful situation. What do you do? First of all, put your hand on your belly. Get that belly moving. As soon as that belly starts moving, the abdomen moves, the inhale, the expansion, the abdomen, the belly draws in. That's going to start making space for the lungs to inflate. It's going to change how the nervous system responds. Number 2, elongated ujjayi. That's going to change how the parasympathetic nervous system is responding. It becomes more dominant. It gives you that mental space, that clarity to go, okay, I can do this. I'm feeling calmer. Once you've got that level of calm, that balance, your coherent breathing is going to keep you going. So a really good practice is to do this first thing in the morning, the coherent breathing. Maybe that whole sequence we've just done, and doing it at the end of the day. Maybe with just the elongated exhale to help you go to sleep. But I know many people do the coherent breathing actually to help them get to sleep as well. I hope that has given you some good practices to do seated, lying down, in the home or at work. The next video you will get to watch is bringing coherent breathing with the ujjayi, the ocean breath, into some movements in the upper body that could be done standing or seated to, again, keep that torso, the house of the respiratory system moving, keeping it energized. So if you have any questions, again, please contact us through the website or the Facebook page. If you'd like any more specifics about yoga therapy for stress, anxiety, PTSD, please give myself an email. It's Shelley, or the emails will come to myself or Dan anyway. I hope you found these videos useful so far, and I hope you enjoy the next one. Thank you very much.